Hello everybody and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth and today I'm going to be recommending some children's books for you. So I was requested to recommend some of my favorite books across genres and age levels. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite bedtime stories for children, and this ranges from itty bitty to first, second grade, however long you want to keep reading to your child, and they'll keep letting you read these books. I do recommend that you start some chapter books once they get to about kindergarten, first grade, but I have an almost 4-year-old, so we're still doing these. And I know a lot of the older kids still enjoy them as well. So let's get started with this collection. First thing I want to show you are two of the coolest goodnight books that we have, and that is Mickey's Silly Shadow Book and Delightful Dreams with the Disney princesses. Both of these include flashlights that the kid can turn on, and there are little places in the book where it pops up, and you can, let me see if I can show you. Pops up, and this one, you shine the light and there's not really many shadows to find on the page, but it shows you how to do some hand puppet shadows, shadow puppets, that's what they're called. And it also has 5 different buttons that it asks you to do during the reading of the story. And then Mickey's Silly Shadow Book is the same way. It's got the flashlight and 5 different notes for the different characters. But in this one, it actually has the shadows that are cast by the little pop-outs. And we love these. My daughter loves doing shadow puppets. So those are a lot of fun and noisy and allow you to stay up a little more. Then I have this, There's a Dragon in My Sleeping Bag by James Howe and illustrated by David S. Rose. This is about 2 brothers who have imaginary friends that they're trying to use to egg each other on. That's a lot of fun. This one is a glow-in-the-dark night sky book, so you can look at the different constellations. I would recommend reading this with a little bit older kid, like first, second grade, but it glows in the dark, and it's really, really cool. I was going to include it in my nonfiction section, but it's kind of a bedtime book, don't you think? And then, finally, oh, no, not finally. Then we have Goodnight Cowgirl by Glenn Dromgoole and illustrated by Barbara Clack. And this is just super cute. It starts out with Goodnight Boots, Goodnight Hat, Goodnight Cow Dog, and Barn Cat. And it just goes through and says goodnight to everything on the farm in a little verse. And then Goodnight Cowgirl, I love you. And my daughter's favorite person in the entire world is a cowboy that I've known since he was like 5. And so now he's returning the favor and spoiling my daughter rotten. And he bought her a cowgirl hat about a year ago. And she thinks that she is just hot stuff. And so we had to get this Goodnight Cowgirl to go with it. And it's one of her favorite books of all time. Now, finally, we have the Disney Bedtime Stories collection. So we own the Disney Princess Bedtime Stories and the Bedtime Fairy Stories. And these are treasuries of books that it should take, of short stories. It should take you about 3 to 5 minutes to read to your child. And they're really pretty. I don't like this silver on the edging because you see it get scratched up. But they're just really pretty, and they've got cushy covers. And they're nice to be able to open up and have the full page illustrations and read. And you can start when they're, too young to understand what you're saying, and just keep reading all the way up until they tell you to stop. And I really, really enjoy them. So those are all the bedtime book recommendations I have for you. I know there are a lot more out there. Things like Good Night Moon that we don't personally have, but that do exist, and a lot of people love them. I don't even know why we don't have that book. We've also had Sleep Baby Sleep, which is a great board book, and things of that nature. So if you have any books you would like to recommend as children's bedtime books, or if you've read any of the ones I just spoke about and you want to chat about them, link it up, comment it up down below, and we will start chatting. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will be back soon with more recommendations. Bye.